I chased fun a lot when I was growing up. Like in my 20s, not all of my 20s, I there was a large focus on fun, having fun, enjoying myself, and it was fun. As I said, I was trying to have fun, so I had fun. But after a while, I kind of got bored of fun, and I wanted something more long lasting, something more fulfilling. Because if I don't go out and have fun, if I don't like just constantly look for fun things, you don't have fun. That means fun is temporary. Fun is circumstantial, based on circumstances. So for me to have fun, I have to be doing something. So if my only goal is fun, when I'm not having fun, it's like you're failing, almost. And it's just going from having a lot of constant fun, a lot of people bouncing all over the place, going from bar to bar to bar to bar, whole night, to going home and sitting down or lying down, chilling, doing absolutely nothing. That's just misery almost. So at some point in my life, I started wanting something more long lasting, something more permanent. And I started to become more appreciative of what I have, and I became a lot more content with my circumstance. Because I know if I were somewhere, another country or other people, especially when I just started doing YouTube, if I were wrong, like, 5 or 6 people who were just as passionate as I was about it, I'm sure, this YouTube thing could have gone a completely different direction. And I would think about things like that, or if I had this camera or that lens, or this, but the truth of the matter is, none of that matters. Like, I'm using this phone, I could use this phone and get a 1 million subscribe YouTube channel, just figure out what it is I want to do and find a way to make it entertaining enough for people to watch all the way through if they click it, or as far away through as I can. And people don't generally care as much about the quality of something, especially on YouTube. They don't really care as much about the quality of it. They care more about like what you have to say or what you're trying to show. I mean, some people care about the quality, but it's YouTube. For the large percent of people, just don't. Like Ryan Trahan is one of the biggest YouTubers. He constantly uses his cell phones to make 10-15 million dollar videos. He just walks around with a camera. It doesn't look like some beautiful cinematic 4K camera, but he tells an interesting story. He tells an interesting story, so you follow along with his story, and that's all you really care about. The quality is secondary. But in order to get to a place where you could, get to a proper storyteller, you have to not have the gear to make it look as pretty as possible. Because when you care about making it look as pretty as possible, you're not going to care about the story. And yes, there's also an audience for that, but I don't have to have the best quality in order to make it on YouTube. So over time, like doing photography as well, the cheapest the cheapest lens that is excellent quality is probably like $1,200. And if I sit down and think about how much I want a $1,200 lens, I have a good lens right here. This is a very high quality camera. That's all I need. I could even just use this and it'll have the same impact. And what I also noticed is that every year there's an upgrade. Every year they added something that's interesting. Every year you could spend $2,000, $3,000. Their cameras for $12,000, and you could just keep wanting more and going for more and getting bigger and better quality. And I'm sure for some people that is a very fulfilling life, but not for me. Like, I get it, it's new, it's interesting, I play with it a little bit, and what it boils down to is I want to take this photo. Can this camera take this photo? Yes, takes the photo. That's all it boils down to. It doesn't matter if it's a phone, It doesn't matter if it's this camera, if it doesn't matter if it's one of my older cameras that have less quality. I want to take this picture, I am going to take this picture. And that is literally it. So slowly over time of wanting and wanting and wanting and wanting and getting, and then when I get it, I'm like, and sometimes I'm not even excited about the fact that I get it. You know, like I get it, I snap it, well, yeah, I get excited. I take a couple pictures, and then after a while, it's just another thing that I have. And then what do you do? Look forward, look to the next lens, the next upgrade. And honestly, I don't understand why I cared about that so much. You know, I want to take pictures. That is what I love, taking photos. The quality of the photo isn't what I care about. I care about the way it's framed. I don't even really care too much about the lighting and all of it. I care that it feels a certain way. But then I got my photos to feel the way I wanted them to feel with the previous camera. You know, based on the edits, the type of edits that I do. You know, so I take a picture, I edit it in a way that I want to edit it. And then that's that's that, you know. I'm saying this to say that I appreciated what I had a lot more because I became content with what I have. I wanted a camera, I got a camera. My previous camera, my first camera, oh my goodness, I got my first camera and I worked that thing to death. I worked that, let me tell you, oh my goodness, I was so excited to have that camera, and I was like, I need to upgrade, and then I got a better camera. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, this camera is better, but then it's the same. I'm taking the same photos. This was a significant upgrade. I am appreciative for this, but I don't need anything else for maybe like another 5 years. I have a 50mm lens. That's the only lens I really care to use to take photos. So that and a 50mm, and that is it, you know. That's all I care about using. I don't want external flash. I don't want any of this. I'm content with what I have, and I'm content with doing the best I can do with what it is that I have. And contentment has made life so much more fulfilling. Like I wanted out of St. Vincent for so many years, but since since I became more and more and more and more content, I could look outside and see how beautiful this country is. And I couldn't do that because I only saw St. Vincent as this place that keeping me down, holding me back, whatnot. But it's a beautiful place, you know. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. So now I don't want things to make me feel better. I want things that help me reach a goal that I want to reach. Like right now, I want to make a video a day. I have this, and it's all I need to do that. At some point, I know for sure, I know me well enough to know at some point we're gonna end up here. At some point. I hope it's consistently, but we will see. But if not, I have that, and I will use that to the best of my ability, and I'm appreciative of that. Because, and I was telling somebody else about this, when I found YouTube like 2007, like when YouTube came about. And there were all these people, there was no money to be made, people just made whatever they wanted, and I just wanted anything that could film. Anything that could film. Anything. I remember somebody came and they had a digital camera, and I had like a code or something, and that was my first YouTube video. I deleted it, and I'm so disappointed that I deleted it. I was like sniffling and just, you know, not really knowing how to talk to the camera, but I was just so happy to be, you know, talking to the camera. And I took out the flash drive, and I connected it to the, or did I connect? I think I connected the camera using USB or something. I don't know. I think, yeah, USB, I think. However I did, I got the video on it, and I uploaded my first YouTube video. And I was so proud of that, and I was so happy to have something to film, at least for that little bit, you know. because I would have been content with that because I didn't have any other option. And that led me to realize, at least for me, that having too many options isn't good for me. It's because if I have too many options, I'm going to think about all the options that I have, and I'm not going to get the task done. So what I learned to do was be content with the gear that I have and use it to the best of my ability. This is a gaming laptop that this is set up on, like it's just shoved in between. It's a gaming laptop. I remember when the MacBook died and I wanted to make a video, and I went on this on this thing to do the video. If you play games on this, it runs so well. But Lightroom, oh my goodness, you click the next photo, you have to wait. You click the next photo, you have to wait. And oh my goodness, it was misery. And then talk about video editing. I had to use Premiere Pro. I use Final Cut, right? On the Mac, I use Final Cut. And Final Cut saves as it goes. Adobe Premiere, I don't know if it does now, but the last time I used it, it did not. And that thing just crashed on you randomly. And so I will get so lost in editing, and then boom, it crashes. I have to start the whole video over, and then it runs so slowly, you know? But it was all I had, so I had no choice but to use it because I had videos that I needed to finish, so I got the videos done. I mentioned before that I want a MacBook. I don't want a MacBook because, you know, I am not content with the fact that I have a Mac Mini and then I'm stuck there. I want it because I have goals, and I feel like it will help me reach my goals a lot faster. You know, a lot faster, a lot more efficiently, and a lot healthier. I wouldn't be as disorganized in disarray. Like everything won't have to be about me coming back home, you know. It'll give me a lot more freedom to be able to do the kind of things that I want to do to meet my goals. I want a sewing machine because there are things that I want to make, you know, as a hobby. I can't really think of things as a business, because if I think of things as a business, I tend to try to take it too seriously, and if I try to take it too seriously, it takes me too long to actually get started. But yeah, it's like having what I would have wanted would be the Mac Mini that has the brought back USB ports, and then the MagSafe charger, you know, and then I think they put an SD card slot and everything, but that one is significantly more expensive. There's the M1 MacBook Pro that is significantly cheaper, and I could get the same thing done. I already have the USB dongle thing that they attach to it, whatever it's called, you probably don't care. But, you know, I'm looking for the best that I can get not the best that I can get. I'm looking for something that could help me do what I need to do and nothing more. Because I don't need to spend any kind of money in an M4. M1 is more than enough, you know? It's more than enough. And I'm okay with that. So I get that, and I try to keep it running for as many years as humanly possible. And if it's so be that I am in a financial situation where I could just buy an upgraded one, if I feel like I need it, I'll get it. I'll probably just wait until it dies, because that's what I always do. I just wait till things die. But I'm content. I'm a pretty content person. Like, I'm happy. I'm happy with my life. I'm happy with where my life is. I'm happy that I live in this country. I'm happy that I have beer. If I had a lot more money, I would not be drinking beer. I'd probably be drinking whiskey or something. But I'm trying to not spend as much money on alcohol right now. I'm trying to manage money differently, or focus on things that are more important to me. Alcohol is just a slow poison, you know. But like I have goals, like I said, but there was a lot more pressure to follow them. There was a lot more pressure to push myself past my limit to get them done. That pressure is gone. I still want to put a lot of time and effort into my goals, but I'm not trying to do it in any kind of unhealthy way. I'm trying to create healthy habits and healthy routines and find rules for myself to follow and kind of in essence create life in a way where I naturally just follow those goals, because I don't want to be thinking about, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. I just need to create the habits to get me towards my goals. And because I'm already content with life as it is, the numbers, although they kind of I do kind of feel away when I see numbers lower. I do kind of feel away, like sometimes I see videos on the 100, but I understand most people have no idea who I am, and those who know who I am are not going to listen to me prattle on for 15-20 minutes. But it's not necessarily healthy, but it's a habit I'm trying to form of making a video every day. Every day, whatever that video is. Today, this is the best video that I could come up with. That is it. I am content with that. I'm happy with that. I don't know. Someone told me that the reason that I am this way was because I wasn't loved properly or something. Or no, somebody told me that's because I haven't experienced like the finer things in life. That's why I don't want the finer things in life. And I wonder, and I won't say the finer things in life, but I've had great experiences. Like I've tried lotions that felt really well, really good. I've sprayed cologne on me that I thought smelled amazing. Then I look at the price, I'm like, I'm not spending money on that. I'm okay, but I'm always okay without them. Like it doesn't matter what new thing you bring into my life. If I don't have it, I am going to be okay. Like I don't grow attached to a certain lifestyle. I don't grow attached to a certain standard of living or anything. I'm just okay with whatever is, It's okay, whatever is. And it is more fulfilling. It is a more fulfilling life. It's not as fun. It's definitely not as fun. It is not as risky. It is not as exhilarating. But with all that exhilaration tends to come a lot of lows, because nobody could ever stay up that long unless you're like filthy rich. And even if you're filthy rich, like rich people, everybody has low days. But to me, the higher you go, the harder they crash. At least in my experience, I don't know. So I've learned to just be okay with whatever is, whatever happens. If it's in my control to change it for what I think is better, then I will do what I can to change it for what I think is better. If it's out of my control, it's out of my control. There's nothing I could do about it, But there's a part of me that really cares that I'm making sense. But I know I'm probably not. But I'm just happy to be making videos. True. I'm just happy to be making videos. That's all. I'm just happy that I'm making them and I'm posting them, even though they're not up to the standard that I have in my head that I would like. I'm learning to be content with my content. That's funny. I'm trying to be content with my content, even though my content is not what I want. So I'm content with not having the things that I want, but learn. Yeah.
I see.
Good man. But I am learning to be content with just putting out content. I like that better. Anyway, I hope that made sense. for ADHD thing that I realize I just do when I'm talking and I have a beer bottle in my hand and I'm not sipping on it. I realize that I just strip them. Stimming. Something I have to do something with my hands. That's why I feel like ADHD people should be good artists. Drawing type of artists. Anyway, I done.